Have you ever noticed your body reacting before your mind understands what's happening? Maybe your heart is racing out of nowhere, or you freeze when you want to speak, or you shut down even when everything seems to be okay. Well, these aren't random quirks. They're signs that your nervous system learned certain protection patterns over time, often from experiencing things where you felt overwhelmed.
Today, we're exploring how those patterns, big or subtle, can show up physically, emotionally, and automatically. Many people don't connect their reactions to the past, yet their body keeps sending them those signals.
This isn't about blaming yourself or labeling your experiences. It's about understanding your nervous system with compassion and to learn to work with your body instead of fighting it.
The content shared on Therapy Inspired is for information and educational purposes only. Listening or engaging in the content doesn't establish a therapist-client relationship. While we draw on our experience as psychotherapists, we don't reference specific clients or confidential cases. Some topics may be emotionally activating. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, we encourage you to pause, take care of yourself, or reach out to a mental health professional in your area. Your well-being matters.
When we use the word trauma today, we're not talking about extreme catastrophic events. We're talking about anything that your nervous system didn't have the capacity to support or to handle at the time. It might be an emotional disconnection, chronic stress, medical procedure, bullying, family chaos, or simply moments when you've had to cope alone.
And trauma isn't defined by the event itself, it's defined by what happened inside of you. The stress response that stayed active because you didn't have a chance to let it settle.
This is why two people can go through the same situation and store it differently. Their support resources and nervous system wiring also shapes things and how it lands and how it's stored.
Exactly. So, how does trauma show up in the body? Your body has built in protection pathways. You may notice irritability or quick anger, feeling tense or on edge, wanting to escape the situation or going blank, people pleasing, or shutting down emotionally.
These aren't personality flaws, they're adaptive responses that your body has learned to keep you safe.
Exactly. Some of the physical symptoms of trauma can be it showing up as headaches, stomach issues, tight shoulders, chronic tension, or fatigue. The body carries the stress long after the moment has passed.
People often think there's something wrong. There's something that my body's doing that I don't understand. But this is actually just your body expressing emotional strain. And of course, always check with your doctor if you're feeling off. But many people notice significant relief when they start to support their nervous system.
Another way the body reacts to trauma is an automatic shutdown or numbness. And numbness is a brilliant survival strategy. The body turns down sensation when it feels too much and overwhelmed.
I hear clients say, I don't feel traumatized, but then they describe going blank or shutting down or feeling far away during conflict or stress. And that's the body doing its job to protect you.
And sometimes the body does the opposite. It goes into hypervigilance, the constant scanning for possible danger, even when life looks calm. That's the body saying, I need to stay aware just in case.
And hypervigilance usually comes from past situations where you needed to stay alert, to feel sort of emotionally or physically safe. And the body just hasn't updated that file yet.
Yeah. Sometimes that can show up as difficulty relaxing. So if stillness and rest feels uneasy to you, that might be a nervous system pattern. When chaos or unpredictability was the norm, calm can feel unfamiliar.
And your body isn't resisting rest. It's just protecting you from what makes you feel sort of exposed.
Yeah. Why you might not feel traumatized. Many people can minimize their experience. They compare it to others. It wasn't as bad as something they went through. But your nervous system doesn't measure your experience on that scale. It reacts to the overwhelm.
And some people grew up in environments where emotions weren't recognized or even supported. So disconnecting from your own sensations can become normal. When you had to be self-reliant, your body learned to mute its signals.
Others cope by staying busy, overfunctioning, taking care of everyone else. Productivity can become a protective strategy.
And here's the important part. The body remembers patterns even when the mind has moved on.
So, where do we begin when it comes to healing? It can help to start slow and gentle with awareness. Start working on embodiment. Start by noticing small sensations, warmth, tightness, buzzing, heaviness. Notice those body cues that your body is giving you subtly.
No need for big emotional breakthroughs, just gentle curiosity. What is my body sort of saying right now? What do I need?
Another way of moving into healing is to support the nervous system. Try long exhale breaths, big sighs, soft humming, grounding your feet, putting them flat on the ground, balling them up, feeling the support of the ground beneath you. Safe, soothing touch. These send signals to the body of safety.
That's why sort of body-based approaches like the humming and sighing, meditation, doing physical activity can be so helpful. They shift the system from protection into connection.
And that goes along with building a sense of safety. Safety grows from consistent experiences of being seen and understood.
And it might come from a therapist or a trusted friend, or even the way you speak to yourself. You can say things like, I'm here, I'm listening, you're safe with me.
Exactly. Another way to move into healing is to let the body complete those old patterns. Sometimes healing means allowing the nervous system to finish a response the way that it wanted to, a way it never got to complete.
Tears, warmth, sort of shaking, or even softening aren't signs of breaking down. They're signs of allowing your body to release the stored stress.
Exactly. When to seek support. If you notice chronic physical tension, emotional distress, or a sense of always being in that go mode, it might help to speak to a trauma-informed therapist.
Healing doesn't mean reliving the past. It means giving your body a new experience and safety and supports and connection.
Your body isn't overreacting, it's protecting you the best way that it can.
And when you understand these signals, you can respond with compassion instead of shame.
Thank you for joining us today.
This is Therapy Inspired, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks when we explore the invisible load, why women are so tired in 2025.